Welcome back to episode 18 of the Diamond Diary. Today we've got Brittany McMurray. Brittany has two businesses, one called WALLFLOWER Weddings, and then Paradise Studios. Mm-hmm. So the question today that we're going to ask Brittany is, what is WALLFLOWER?
So WALLFLOWER Weddings, well, the idea came from, the name came from the idea of what a wallflower is. So a wallflower is somebody who blends into the background. Nobody really notices them, but they're very observant kind of people. So my business, which is wedding videography and photography, our goal is to be non-obtrusive. We like to blend in. We specialize in more candid documentary style videography and photography, kind of capturing those natural moments for couples that kind of don't want that posy kind of, they just want the day captured as it is so they can relive those memories.
Yeah, okay. And so more so providing clients kind of that product of looking back on it and being surprised of how they said not like hey guys, stand there and say cheese.
Exactly. It's all about telling their story as a couple. So we always aim to highlight, their story, how they met, to try and make it unique for every client. So there isn't sort of a one-size-fits-all approach for everybody because everybody is so different. So we always meet with our clients before the wedding and kind of get a feel for who they are and how it best to approach capturing them, because some people are more comfortable in front of a camera than others. There's different ways that you have to interact with these people on the day to make them feel comfortable so that they're best selves and can come forward.
So how would you tell the story of people meeting on apps and stuff though? If a client was if you're oh hey, how did you guys meet? And they're oh look, I just swiped right on Tinder, and then
that happens. It's very common. It's something that's very, very common these days. But we normally during the ceremony, when it comes to video, for example, the celebrant normally talks a lot about how they met. So we normally try and include those aspects into the film if the couple wants that. Some couples don't want that highlighted. We always speak with the client about how they want their video put together. At the end of the day, my job is to capture the day how they're wanting to. We're not the kind of business that's this is how we do it, take it or leave it. We customize everything
it's quite high risk though, right? Because it's only one day, right? You can't. There wouldn't really be any reshoots or anything that.
It's
right?
It's sort of you have one opportunity to get it.
But product or anything like that, where you're oh fuck, we might mess this up.
There's no going back. So I mean, I've been doing this for almost 8 years, and I think the first few years are very, very, very stressful. A lot of anxiety, a lot of pressure. But I think as you go along, you learn how to manage that. We have backup plans for backup plans, multiple cameras, multiple sources of audio, multiple shooters. So that all mitigates that risk. But there's always going to be some risk associated with it. But at the same time, it's super rewarding. So at the end of it all, when you're able to give these people something that means so much to them, their response is always they're just so appreciative of what you can give them.
High risk, high reward, right?
Definitely. So
total opposite to our setup.
Yeah.
Just bang, iPhone, boom, let's go. So with celebrants and things like that, do you, as part of your kind of brief for a wedding or anything, do you reach out to the bride and groom's family to catch up with, or or the celebrant?
Normally not family. We get all of their vendors ahead of schedule, so they tell us who every person, every company that's involved in their day, and we do find that we work with the same people a lot. We have familiar faces a lot, so we can kind of anticipate how work with them. But normally we don't need to, because it is, like I said, the way we approach things is very documentary style. So
less
it is
curation.
Yeah,
more
it's more about
observation,
on the day, just capturing those moments on the day as they sort of unfold.
Have you ever had any no-shows?
No.
Never?
Haven't had any like crazy stories. People always ask me that. You must
Really?
like have some crazy stories, but I've never had anyone.
Just like full not show up?
No, I think that
No?
the worst thing that's happened is they've lost like the wedding rings on the day, and they couldn't find them. That was like honestly the worst thing that I've had. Apart from that, like I mean, you get weather issues and stuff like that. But I think a lot of the time, like my job is to like calm the bride and the groom. Sometimes more often it's the bride, but I find that on the day I'm managing their emotions, I'm managing everything. Like my job is so much more than just being there and taking some photos or video. I'm with them from the moment they're getting ready to the very end of the night. I'm by their side the entire day. So
long day, huh?
it's a big day, but it goes pretty quickly. Like you're constantly going.
Do this.
Yeah, there's no breaks. There's no, I'll have a lunch break. Like it's just from start to finish, go. But it's fun. Like it's fun. It's a really fun job. And the people make it fun. Like when you have good clients, it's an amazing experience. Like it's so much fun to be a part of.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're literally documenting their most important day.
And everyone's happy. So far. And everybody's happy most of the time. So it's easy to be a part of it when everybody's like in a good mood and having fun. And
have you ever had like a bride, like have you ever shot like a bride for 2 separate weddings? Like
no, I haven't had any return
like
customers.
Can I get a discount second round time?
No, I haven't had that yet. But I get a lot of my work is referral based though, so I will see the same faces at weddings a lot. It'll be like bridesmaids that were a part of a wedding, then
It kind of happens like that, right? Like you'll have like a group of friends of like say like 10 girls, and like one will get engaged and then married, and then it'll go
exactly. So that's a big,
and then like 3 of them will break up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that, right?
But then the great thing that we're finding is like we're doing people's engagements, then we're doing their weddings, then their newborns, and then their kid turns 1, and we're doing like photos of their kid. Like we're really documenting their like lives, like in like lots of stages of their life.
Everybody wants to document everything now. Hey.
Yeah, it's so like people I think really value it a lot more, especially video. It's like a few years ago, it was kind of like, oh, like, do we get it? Do we don't get it?
Yeah.
But with COVID and everything, people really realize and recognize the importance of having
it's almost
everything
mandatory.
documented.
We've only got one like half shitty like VHS to like a DVD thing of like when I was a kid, and it's only like maybe from like I would have been maybe 8 months old to like 15 months old, like that period. One of our houses burnt down, so like everything's gone now. So like, and now like that was the biggest thing that like Dad was upset about, like the house burning down. He's like, we can't get that back. You know, and like as life goes on, and then he obviously had 6 kids, so he's like trying to remember which birthday was which and stuff. It'd be a lot easier if he just had like a file of, you know, James's 15th birthday, Talon's 15th birthday, Ash's 15th birthday. Cool. All right, where can everybody find you?
So our website is www.wallflowerweddings.com. We're also on Instagram, wallflower_weddings. That's sort of where we share most of our content. So
no TikTok?
No TikTok, not yet.
No YouTube?
Working on it. No, all of our wedding stuff's on our website. So all of our videos and
And where are you based?
Gold Coast, but we service Australia-wide.
Australia-wide. Perfect. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
God bless. See ya. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.